What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I am the Poetic Killer, and in today's video, we're going to be reading the poem Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Let's get to it. Create your own universal rhythm. Everything is a cycle, so beware of the season. Through the good and bad experiences, the goal is to find your creativities and implement it. Focusing on the moment is when you find true liberation. Stay true to yourself in each and every situation. Be comfortable in making mistakes as long as you learn from them. Stay alert. Not everything is really as it seems. Not everyone is truly your friend. The road to glory can be a long and treacherous path if taken. As long as the passion in you never dies, then your efforts will never be forsaken. And that is Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Now it says, create your own universal rhythm. Everything is a cycle, so beware of the season. So your own universal rhythm, keyword, universe. So it's all about you. It's all about your individual energy. And your rhythm. How do you move? How is your charismatic energy? How do you interact with other people? That's what it's talking about when it talks about universal rhythm. And then it says everything is a cycle, so beware of the season. So even in your life, everything you're going through, there's a cycle. You know what I mean? Everything from you waking up to going to sleep and whatever you do in between that period of time, that is a cycle. And your age is a cycle. So everything is going in a circle of motion. And it's up to you to create something new so that when you do create a new circle of motion, you can add more layers to that and make it more tangible and more physical in the material world. And then it says, through the good and bad experiences, the goal is to find your creativities and implement it. So even when you're going through certain experiences, everything is dualistic in nature. So you have to be able to have the ability to know that you're going to go through times where there's going to be very hard times, and there's going to be times where it's going to be good. But you shouldn't take your losses to heart, and you shouldn't take your wins to your head. It's all about having a steady mind and realizing that everything is a step, and everything is a cycle, and everything is something that doesn't come in a day. Some things come in a day, things that are quick, like a thought, a feeling, an emotion, but things that are tangible are going to take a while, and you have to have that patience to be able to endure and be resilient to get to that situation and that destination that you want to get to. And then it says, focusing on the moment is when you find true liberation. Stay true to yourself in each and every situation. So when you're focused on the moment is when you find true liberation, because you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your capabilities and your abilities and what you can actually bring to the table. That's when you can focus on the moment. If you're lost in the past and the things that were your losses and the things that kept you down, then you're going to bring that past into your current. And you're always going to be trapped in that past while being in the current. But it's better to be in a current where you're actually creating a new motion, a new wave of emotion where you can actually be where you need to be, and you can allow that wave and that tide to push you to where you need to be naturally. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you focus on yourself and you realize within yourself and do that self-evaluation. How do you want to better yourself and how do you want to grow? And everything is a step. So don't push yourself, don't rush yourself. Just know that as long as you're in that step and you're in that energy of allowing things to be, it will eventually come. You just have to be free flowing. Just allow everything to be free flowing and it will all naturally come to you. And then it says, um, focusing on the moment is when you find true liberation. Stay true to yourself in each and every situation. So yeah, just be yourself no matter what you're going through. Because if you always want to try to please other people and change who you are as a person to just appease other people, you're going to lose yourself. Eventually, that's going to be like a mental memory that you're going to create, a mental muscle that you're going to create. And eventually, you're going to always lose yourself and put yourself last. So it's very important that you always put yourself first. And once you put yourself first, then you be around other people that want to put themselves first and actually enjoy and like seeing you put yourself first. You know what I mean? You don't want to be around people that want to put themselves first, but when you put yourself first, they don't like that. You know what I mean? So you want to be around like-minded people. It's very important to be in that situation. And then it says, be comfortable in making mistakes as long as you learn from them. Stay alert. Not everything is really as it seems. Not everyone is truly your friend. So it's be comfortable in making mistakes, even in your friendship. Even in your relationships, you're going to make mistakes. And it's very important that you recognize that and learn from it. The more you learn from your situations, especially the ones that weren't continuing, weren't favorable to your experience, learn from it. And the more you learn from it, it actually makes you more wiser. And the more you're more wiser, the more you have more layers of mental artillery in your experiences. And it's very important to be very wise. So the best way to be wise is actually by being or playing a fool. That's the double entendre of situations. That's how you can bring out that dualistic nature to master that science, is by actually playing a fool. And that's all, going through foolish experiences, quote unquote, because you have to understand, even as a child, you had to learn how to crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? You didn't just learn how to walk straight away. So you have to realize that you have to learn how to stumble before you learn how to be more grounded in your reality. And that's how things work. And then it says, yes, stay alert. Not everything is really as it seems. Not everyone is truly your friend. When it's saying that, it's not saying for you to necessarily just be paranoid and cut people off. It's saying that you have to have the energy of discernment. You know what I mean? That's a power that is within you. When you tap into your internal energy, it's having the energy of discernment and knowing who you should be around and what circle to be around. Because some people might think that that's the situation they want to be in, but you have to realize that your life and your experience is based on how you want to be. And the more you value yourself, the more people around you would want to value you and want to be around you and see the greatness in you, just like you see the greatness in them. And if they don't see the greatness in you, then it's very important for you to dissociate yourself and be around like-minded individuals, because you don't have to force yourself to be around people. We all have the individual choice to be around who we want to be around. And that's the beautiful thing about free choice and free will, is that we can all choose who we want to be around. So you don't have to beat yourself up about who you're around. We all go through friendship and breakups and things like that. But it's just very important to acknowledge your mistakes or acknowledge the experience and move on and just expand on yourself. That's the most important thing, because this experience is very important and you have to put yourself first. And then it says, the road to glory can be a long and treacherous path if taken. As long as the passion in you never dies, then your efforts will never be forsaken. So the road to glory is long and treacherous. Nothing comes in a day. It's things that you have to prepare for in the long term, things that you have to prepare for ahead in the future. But you have to start now, because the future does not start in the future. The future starts now. You know what I'm saying? For you to reach the future, you got to start in the current. So it's very important to be aware of that. And as long as the passion in you never dies, the force within you, like I talk about in my previous videos, having that internal force. Once you have that powerful internal force within you, and you have the strive, and you know in yourself that you're valuable and you're here to make a impact on society and an impact on yourself first and foremost. And the more you make an impact on yourself first and foremost, that's when you can make an impact on the world. You know what I mean? That's how everything works. You mirror the world by working on yourself. The more you work on yourself, the more the outer world will be more conducive to you. And that's how things are. So, yeah, guys, that is blood, sweat, and tears. So, in everything we do, we put in blood, sweat, and tears. And the more you put in those energies, the more you actually receive the fruits of your labor, because it's all about hard work and working hard in what you do. And before you can put in that hard work, you have to put in the hard work within yourself. And once you master that, that's when you can master everything outside of you. So, yeah, guys, that is the point for today's video. I hope you guys gained something new. And until next time, I'll catch you soon.